Hey, welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We're going to get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive Thru, Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, well, this is Brad Francis. Rod Zawacki, El Nino's filling in, Ismail's young, because we definitely needed some paddlers today in these vacation months. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Nino's young, Francis Zawacki, and I will close this one out. All right, it's all baseball today on the board. Had a game in already. Cubs. Boy, Cole Irvin, if you're doing your homework, man, you know this Cole Irvin is somebody you don't really want to back. This is someone who had his numbers when he was with Oakland a few years ago. That has a couple of seasons. Good home run mark, but poor on the road. And, of course, the Cubs put up 10 runs to get the win. Not on Irvin, but they got a good head start on him. All right, let's get this one underway. Let's go to welcome in El Ninos. We'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring El Ninos in right now. I think we're all set to go here. Let's see if we could bring it in right now. El Ninos. El, what's happening?
Going pretty good. A little better than Cole Irvin's doing, that's for sure. How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. You're going to be looking at this one here between the Pirates and the Brewers. I should have said the Orioles and the Cubs. We've got the Pirates now in town in Milwaukee here. Notice the pitching change in this one. It looked like Rich Hill was supposed to go today, but they're going to move him to tomorrow's game. But we've got Brewers here. Actually, we got Hill and Tehran. This is where they moved him to this game. Hill and Tehran going head to head here. Brewers minus 110, total 8.5.
Yeah, nothing confirmed yet, but definitely looks like it's going to be Hill going up, and yes, Tehran is confirmed for the Brewers. So I think you got the big advantage there, and I think that's what we're going to play on here. I think you could even start giving the Pirates you could even give the Pirates lineup the edge over Milwaukee's. Even though Milwaukee has some pretty big names in their lineup, and despite a couple pretty big injuries for Pittsburgh, they've been the better lineup this year. And but again, this pitching advantage here is going to be hard to overcome for Pittsburgh, and I think that's why I'm looking at the Brewers' first five and full game here. Probably my favorite play might probably be on the first 5 inning, just because, the bullpen hasn't been anything spectacular, although it is a little bit better than Pittsburgh's as well. So again, Brewers full game and first half for me.
Ionia says go Brewers here, minus 114 here against the Pirates. Of course, the issues here with this Brewers team is, as you know, has been their hitting against left-handers, and no doubt probably one of the reasons why they pushed Hill here is, okay, let's get the Brewers. Brewers have struggled against left-handed pitching. Of course, both teams are, look at the Pirates, one game over 500, Brewers here at 500. But Tehran is someone who, basically put his pride in his pocket, took that minor league contract with San Diego, pitched in the minors, didn't put up really good, impressive numbers, but Milwaukee was able to claim him because, basically in some of these minor league contracts with these veterans, if you get claimed and you're put on the 40-man roster, they can poach you away from from the Padres minor league organization. That's what happened. And Tehran looks like he wants to stay in the majors.
Yeah, and he's looked great this season. Really, really good in all his starts. Not even a single bad start through 4 starts. He's completed 6 innings in 3 of his 4 starts, and just completed 5 innings in his first start of the season. So, just actually looking better as he goes on this season. So, this is a lineup I think he can handle. Even though I talked him up a little bit earlier, I think he should be just fine in this matchup. And again, just not expecting a lot of run support, but I don't think we'd need too much to get the job done tonight. So
yeah, we've seen that. Yeah, that's it. We've seen the total come down from 9 to 8.5. But El Ninos here, Brewers minus 114 here against the Pirates. This one will have a start time 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, El Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, El, tonight we do have games up on the board tonight for Major League Baseball. Still 14 games up on the board. They begin at 7 p.m. Eastern time. No, we don't have any of those 6 Eastern hour time games today. Great results in Major League Baseball for the year, over 1,200 units of profit. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got my $19 Grand Slam if you're just looking for that one big bet. But I got 5 plays in all. Got a 3-pack, which does not include that $19 play. I got my best dog of the day, as well as a fifth play for everyone on the long-term passes. So definitely a good time to grab one of those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes.
That's right, guys. Get on board with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results here in Major League Baseball. If you're watching the show, then you're a baseball better. And El Ninos has been getting it together here in baseball. So get on board real quick with Al. Now, instead of buying all these plays individually, as you talked about, a real popular purchase here is that 3-day pass for the weekend plays. Big cards, Major League Baseball, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get it right now. Use the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save that 15% off. All right, El Ninos, as always, great having you on the show. To you that success. We'll catch up with you again next week. Let everybody know they can also catch you on the weekend shows.
That's right. Should be back on tomorrow and Sunday at 10 a.m. with Mitch and the crew. So make sure you tune into that.
Yeah, tune into that indeed. All right, I'll have a great week. El Ninos here on the drive through. Let's continue our coverage here. We're going to go bring in Mills Young. Appreciate him pinch hitting today. A lot of folks on vacation. I think I saw a picture of from his backside, Brian Bittler running to the beach, ready to jump in the beach. So it was pretty funny. If you follow him on Facebook, I thought it was a pretty funny picture. All right, let's continue here on the drive through. Let's go ahead and bring in right now our man Mills Young. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs. We hope we catch the show with Mills and Young for UFC with the card coming up this weekend. We'll bring in Mills. He's in the Skype world today, so let's bring him in right now. I think we're ready to roll with him. Mills, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony? How's everybody doing today?
Things going great. All right, here we go. Giants and Dodgers going head-to-head tonight. Dodger Stadium, the first meeting at Dodger Stadium between these two. Now with this new schedule, we don't see them play each other as much. But tonight we've got the Dodgers here going to be favored in this one. We're all sitting back waiting for a pitcher. We know Emmett Sheehan will be the one going here for the Dodgers, going up against Sean Manaea. Looks like to be the primary pitcher here for the Giants.
Yeah, man, it's definitely, y'all remember the days back in the, when it was the Dodgers versus the Giants, the rivalries and everything like that. Well, you don't really have that same thing going on no more, It seems like, it's like the Dodgers and Padres are kind of taking over that rivalry. One thing on that, the Giants, they're one of those teams to where they just always seem to win. I don't even know any superstar talent that they have on their team. I mean, I guess we're going to say the best player is Logan Webb, or else we're going to say it's probably that shortstop Crawford. But look, hear me out. Michael Conforto only has 12 home runs on the year. The LA Dodgers have 4 or 5 players with more home runs than their best player at home runs. So when it comes down to it, the LA Dodgers, they're second ranked in team slugging percentage right now in the NL, hitting like minus 455 right now. Freddie Freeman's leading them with the batting average right now. So I'm taking the Dodgers on the money line on this spot, man. And the main reason why I'm taking this spot is because of Emmett. Emmett is the man. All right, so this is the reason. I'm on this pitcher, man. Hear me out. I think this is going to be the next Kershaw for the Dodgers right here, okay? The Dodgers are dealing with a lot of injuries right now, and a lot of people's been asking, why aren't they calling up anybody? This is the guy that they've been waiting to call up. So I'm all on him right here. It's a strong right-handed pitcher. So, yeah, man, give me the Dodgers on the money line on this one. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm going to just go ahead and bet it and don't regret it.
All right, there we go from Mills here. Keep an eye on this. So CPN, I'm here from the Dodgers. Sheehan called up from AAA OKC, was spent time in AA this season as well, Tulsa, and was promoted last week in OKC. But we'll hit this big leagues here with some very impressive numbers. Good strikeouts. I mean, 88 Ks in 53 innings in the minors. That's very impressive. We saw Cincinnati Red, young guy, with those numbers, and he's doing very well right now. And looks like they have plans that he could get multiple starts here if he pitches well in this one. That's the word.
Yeah. My thing is this. I think that's Syndergaard's replacement. They like to roll Syndergaard out, every the 4th spot. You know what I mean? They've been trying to get him a replacement spot. So even if my guy struggles today, you're going to see the quality stuff to where I think he's going to be there. And he might even get that call to, show up if the Dodgers make a playoff run. Because when you just look at it right now, like, they have no arms there. Literally, Urias is hurt. Dustin May's too fragile. Hear me out. That guy's never going to be able to be a consistent baseball player. Besides that, Buehler, you're still waiting on him. So, I think this is the time to where, they want to get one of those young guys up, get them some wins too. and then also to the where they get back their other arms, they can sit him down and not use up all his innings and stuff. And on the flip side, I mean, the guy on the other end of the mound, what do we got? A bullpen game going on?
Yeah.
But John Breba over here,
Breba.
I think he only has like innings pitched. So if you guys are rolling out your bullpen game against the Dodgers, heavily touted prospect pitcher, I'll go with the Dodgers on this one. It's only right and fitting. So had to throw on the old school Manny Ramirez Dodger t-shirt.
There you go.
No Dodger fan, but I rep for LA.
Rep for LA. There you go from Mills here with that Dodgers. Yeah, that's looks like also Brevy and also Minaya may see some work as well. He seems to be the innings eater, but Minaya's not had good success against the Dodgers.
Yeah, and then I mean, I didn't hear what you just said because my connection's a little bit not.
It looks like Minaya will be the guy that gets the innings tonight, and he hasn't had a good history with the Dodgers. Sean Minaya.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, got it. It's not okay, got it.
Oh, Brevy is the opener, and then they announced, some of these sites announced the innings eater. It looks like it's gonna be Minaya.
Well, y'all remember Minaya, right? Minaya was supposed to be the guy on the Padres like a couple of years ago. Then they got him over here. That guy, yeah, man. I can't trust him farther than I could throw him as well. I remember that guy, though, man. He was on the Padres like a couple of years ago when they were supposed to be something.
Yep. That's another one of those pitchers they let go here. Mills here, Dodgers here, minus 134, minus 129. Do your line shop and get the best numbers. This one will have a start time here, 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mills. Let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's action here. Of course, we're joined by Mills tonight. Mills, all right, Mills. It's not too early to talk football. Mills, we put up a really good college football season. We're not too far away from college football as we're a few months away. But anyway, tonight, 14 games on the board here from Major League Baseball. Of course, UFC card as well. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, man, definitely got some action up there for you guys to get your feet wet today. Bellator is going on today. It's going to be kicking off in about the next 30 minutes. The early prelims is going on in Chicago. So I got 3 bets on Bellator for you guys for the sites before you guys get some money in tonight. Also got 2 baseball plays too. Those are only in there for my long-term members though. So if you guys are my long-term members, you guys definitely got those. But besides that, I might include one of them on there for a package for you guys. So yeah, but today's the day. Get that 3-day pass. We got UFC around the corner tomorrow. I'm locked and loaded with a lot of plays, a lot of bets. Can't go wrong. I got 2 MLB bets up there too. So if you get that package today, you will get those 2 baseball bets included on the site. But yeah, you can't go wrong right now. I got MMA all up in me right now. So get it on for today and let's get it paid for tomorrow and weekend.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Mills Young over at Pick Dogs Premium. Coming off a winning day yesterday. Bellator action up there right now. 297 going down. Also, we'll have some fights for UFC for Saturday. Now, instead of buying these plays individually, the best way to roll is with that 3-day all sports pass. Get all of Mills Premium plays for 3 days. That would include his baseball here Saturday, Sunday, big cards. Also, Bellator tonight, UFC tomorrow, Saturday. So get on board with that 3-day pass. That's the way to roll with Mills. 3 days. Use promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. At a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there at that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Get that 3-day pass this weekend with Mills. All right, Mills, as always, great having you show. Continue success. We'll catch up with you again next week. Let everybody know about the UFC show with you and Brad.
It's going down tomorrow officially, Saturday morning, right after the Pick Dogs drive-through, right after the Pick Dogs morning show. Me and Brad's going to be going over the UFC Fight Night card. Marvin Vettori takes on Jared Cannonier in the main event. Yeah, you got over 14 fights on that card. The pay-per-view event that we just covered last week only had 11. So yeah, definitely, it's going to be going on right after the morning show with the Saturday crew. So yeah, hit that notification because we go live. And yeah, man, that's what all we're about here is giving out winners, and more winners.
Winners, and more winners here from Mills, guys. So make sure you hit that notifications, you subscribe, set notifications. So when Mills and Brad are live, you're live with them. It's a UFC show on Fight Night, and you know what that means. You better get the numbers right away because they are going to move. The closer we get to the bell time, the quicker these lines move. So you gotta make sure you're there with them live to get the plays in real time. Following the morning show on Saturday. All right, Mills, have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week.
I appreciate everybody out there. Make sure we all do the best that we can. Hit that like button for us one time. And, hey, if you hit that like button, we might win all our best tonight.
That's right. Please have positive comment from everyone out there. thumbs up and likes. We greatly appreciate it. All right, Mills, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you next week. Got it. Mills Young here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Brad Francis up next. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Some big-time baseball coverage today from Brad. Brad, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, Tony? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. Here we go tonight. It's the AL East battle tonight between the Yankees and Red Sox. We see the Red Sox favorite here at minus 121. A total sits here of 10 runs.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Yankees as a slight dog in this one. I mean, these teams they played last week where the Red Sox won 2 of the 3 games, but I think we see some revenge from the Yankees here. I personally think this pitching matchup favors the Yankees. Jermaine will be on the mound for the Yanks, and he didn't have a great start to the season, but he's been pitching much better. He's allowed over 3 runs only once in his last 7 outings. For the Red Sox, we got a Houck on the mound where he has gave up 10 runs in his last 15 innings, so I just think Jermaine is in a much better form right now compared to Houck. And for the Red Sox, I mean, they have been the more consistent team at the plate, but we all know the Yankees could turn the bats around at any time. So I truly think this Yankees team is all around a better team than the Red Sox. I think we'll see that play out, in the playoffs and things like that. So give me the Yankees. I think they have the pitching advantage. And, like I said, it really just comes down to if they could get some run support, and we all know this team could do that. So, give me the Yankees to win outright in this one.
All right, I got Brad here on the Yankees here. As a plus 112 here against the Red Sox. I think that's pretty good right there, no doubt about that. As you mentioned, it's not only the starting pitching, but the Yankees bullpen. If you saw the Yankees in their last series, there were some really high leverage situations where the Yankees bullpen has really come up big in these late games. And of course, you look at Herman, really sharp, 1 earned run in his past 2 starts, and they were against pretty good lineups here at home against the Red Sox and at the Dodgers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and Herman, he played this Red Sox team in that last series. He only allowed 1 run, and the Yankees won that game. And it was actually the same exact pitching matchup. So I think we could see a repeat of that game and see a low-scoring pitching battle. But I think the Yankees are able to pull it off.
All right, Brad here on the Yankees plus 112 against the Red Sox. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, tonight we've got all baseball tonight, right? 14 games on the board here for Major League Baseball. We head into some UFC tomorrow. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got one play on the board right now. It's $19 on the side. It's my favorite play for tonight's MLB slate. And then the weekend tomorrow, we got a loaded baseball slate again. And then I'll have some premium picks for the UFC fight. So like everyone's been saying, great time to hop on the 3-day pass to get all this weekend action. Of course, the 7-day, 30-day pass isn't a bad idea as well.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs, a premium. That 3-day pass is a way to roll here. Get your weekend coverage from Brad Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the baseball. If you get some UFC in there as well. And of course, tonight he's got that 5-star, $19 premium play up on the board. That's also included with that individual play there. So get on board here with Brad over at Pick Dogs. Remember that promo code PICK at checkout on these long-term passes will save you 15% off. All right, Brad, as always, great having you show. To you that success. We'll catch up with you next week. But of course, we're looking forward to you and Mills here with that UFC show. What do you think about the card coming up here on Saturday?
Yeah, it's a good card. I mean, it's not a pay-per-view card or anything like that, but, we have a great middleweight fight, and, whoever wins this is going to get catapulted to the top of the division and, hopefully fight for a title soon. So I think it's a good one. It should be an entertaining one.
Entertaining one, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications so when Mills and Brad are live right after the morning show on Saturday, you get the plays in real time to get the best numbers. All right, Brad, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good weekend.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It is now time for Rod Zawacki. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him in the mornings every day here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. On the weekends, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So we'll go ahead and bring in Rod in right now. Ready to roll with Rod Zawacki. Thanks for set to go here, Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, not too much, Tony. Getting ready for the night's action. We saw the Cubs put a spanking on the Orioles earlier today. Woo!
Whew. Yeah, I don't know what they see in Cole Irvin. I really don't. I don't get it. I know they're a first place team, but this guy, we knew he was bad. I know with Oakland, he pitched well in the Oakland Park, but when he was on the road, his road splits were horrible. What do you think was going to happen when he came to Baltimore?
Right? Maybe he was going to get better. It's like Nelson Lamet going tonight, right? Is he going to get any better? Another guy you don't want your money on. Woo! Nope.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No thanks. These guys that pitch good only in pitches parks. I don't understand how they land on outside of Oakland or San Francisco. Sometimes it just you look at his.
I don't know either. I took the over. I was just like, this is going to go way over. We're going to get some runs in this one. Yeah, take the over.
Yep, no doubt about that. It came up over, and of course the Oakland the Cubs with the win tonight. But we're going here with the Cardinals and Mets. Two teams that have not had, I would say, a very good first half of the season. They've had some moments, but man, it has not been good. Both teams underperforming as well. But tonight they're going to be in New York here with the Cardinals favored -113. Total sits here at 9.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these teams have underperformed the first half of the season so far. We haven't even got to the All-Star break yet, and yikes! Some of these numbers for McGill, you look on the season, 5-4 in the season with a 5.14 ERA and a 1.7 WHIP. Well, it gets better. He actually does pitch a little bit better at home, 3-1 with a 3 ERA at home with a 1.29. ERR whip at home, so he has pitched a little better, but this is a night game. And he's 1-3 with a 7.79 ERA and over 2 whip, 2.19 whip to be exact, is McGill in night games. Talk about drastic changes from day to night, but that's what you get with McGill. And the other side of the ball, you got Miles Mikolas getting the start, 1-2. With a 3.32 ERA over his last 3 with a 1.2 whip. But you look on the road, he's actually pitched pretty well. 3-1 with a 3 ERA on the road. And in these night games, he's pitched pretty well as well. 2-0 with a 3.7 ERA and a 1.2 whip. You look at these Mets, both bullpens, probably pretty much even. You look about 4.28, 4.26, I think are the numbers I'm looking at. Both bullpens pretty even there. But you look at the Mets off of a day off, 2-7 following a day off. They're also 0-4 in their last 4 in game 1 of a series. And guess what? I found a nice trend here. This is a perfect 7-0. The Cardinals as the favorite on the road versus the Mets have won 7 straight. We're going to take the Cardinals here, as bad as they have been, both of these teams. Give us the Cardinals here on the to continue the trend and win 8 straight against these Mets as a favorite on the road.
There you go, right here with the Cardinals here, -112 here against the Mets. Michael has had a tough start to the season, but he has shown a bit of an improvement as we've gone on, as you mentioned, over the last 3 starts, and those road numbers have been good. And good, not only that, because he has 7 starts this year on the road.
You're right, and it's not just like a small sample size on the road. He's had 7 starts, as you said, on the road this season, and he's looked really viable on the road. So I'm going to take a nice little shot here with the Cardinals. The way the Mets have just been awful, and that bullpen has been awful as well. So the way the Cubs laid a beating on them, I think the Cardinals can get beaten on.
That's right. Road starts here. Team record behind Michaelis on the road, 5-2. And he's turning about a return of 3 units on the road in those 7 road starts. So that's been pretty good as well.
Definitely, exactly right. He's been profitable to bet on the road this season. So that's where we're going to put our money. Beyond a pitcher who's been good on the road and making us money. That's what we want to do.
So we want making that money. All right, Rod here, Cardinals -112 here against the Mets. This one to have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Pin for tonight's action. Of course, it's all baseball today, right? If you're watching the show here on June 16th, it's because you guys love baseball like we do. So 14 games on the board here, Rod, for Major League Baseball. What do you have going over at Pick Dog's Premium?
And over at Pick Dog's Premium, well, it's Steak Friday, so I've got a nice 3-pack. My Steak Friday triple, and that includes my $19 MLB bookie bomb, and that's been in baseball. 14-7 the last 21 bookie bombs. If you want that singly, that's my top rated play of the night. You can get it singly, or it is included in the Steak Friday package, or now's the time. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Grab a 3-day pass, 7-day pass, grab a month pass, even grab that year, or use that 2-for-1 capper deal. Best deal going. Pair me up with another one of the other hot handicappers we got over at Pick Dogs. Join us. Let's make some money this weekend.
That's right, guys. Get up over with Rod Sawacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, he's got his 1-day pass up there for you tonight, individual plays. But again, here we are on a Friday. That 3-day pass is a great value right now. Get off Rod's Premium plays for 3 days. All his baseball here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up there on the board. You never know with these peripheral sports. If you see something there in the peripherals like CFL or something, or WNBA, if you see something you like, that'll be part of it. But no guarantees. But you'll know you get a lot of baseball because we have big cards here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So go ahead and get on board with Rod Zawacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off on that 3-day pass or any passes you pick up over at Pick Dogs. All right, Rod, as always, great having the show. Let everybody know what's happening here on the weekend here. Of course, we can catch you and the crew here on the weekends as well.
Definitely join us on the weekend where we'll be Chris and Jay are going to be the host tomorrow, so definitely tune into that. Definitely a good time to see a bunch of the cappers you see here on the drive-through. Join us on the weekend or during the week. Me, Mitch, and Chris, 10:30 Eastern. Join us there as well. Like, subscribe to G-Way. You get notified with all the other content we got going at Pick Dogs. So much. Too numerous to name everybody that's going on because I might forget somebody and then somebody might get mad at me, so I don't want to try to go over the whole list of everybody we got going. But there's so much content now at Big Dogs Premium. Definitely appreciate everybody that tunes into that as well. And hey, Tony, since it's a quiet day and you're speaking of peripheral sports, I got a couple bonus plays for you.
Beautiful. Let's have it.
We do have one WNBA game tonight going, and it's the Lynx taking on the Sparks. And you look at this game here. These two teams just played, and the Lynx got the win. It was 91-86 in that matchup about 4 nights ago, I believe it was. In that game, and you back home. This is where the Sparks play their best ball is at home. 3-0-1 in their last 4 at home. 5-0 ATS on Fridays. And the news that I got is Jessica Shepard for the Lynx is going to be out, and she averages 9 rebounds a game. In that game that I just talked about when they had it against each other, she had 13 rebounds in that game, 8 points, and she's not playing in this one, so that's a huge miss for the Lynx. Her scooping up those 13 rebounds, they can go the other way for the Sparks. I think the Sparks bounce back and get themselves a nice win. Lynx 0-4 ATS on Friday nights. Take the Los Angeles Sparks over the Minnesota Lynx in this WNBA game tonight. Late game.
Bonus coverage.
10 o'clock Eastern game.
Bonus coverage from Rod here with the Sparks here in this one, right? 5.5 against the Lynx tonight.
5.5, yeah. Minus 5.5 here against the Minnesota Lynx.
Lay
the 5.5. I think they win by 8 or 9 in this one, especially with Jessica Shepard out grabbing those rebounds. She's not there to grab those rebounds. Sparks will be able to take advantage in the paint there.
All right, we got CFL here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Winnipeg and Saskatchewan tonight. Edmonton, BC Saturday. Hamilton, Toronto Sunday.
Tonight, we want to take the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the Saskatchewan team. Just in week 1, they just scraped a win together against the Eskimos. The Elks, sorry. I keep calling them the Eskimos. See, that name has been cursed for the Elks. Ever since they changed their name, they've yet to win at home, and Saskatchewan team even got the week 1 win. But tough spot here going against a team that's made the Grey Cup the last 2 seasons. This Winnipeg Blue Bombers team against the Saskatchewan secondary that's a little bit thin, and with Harris definitely questionable. He took some hits. He's not as mobile as he used to be. He's getting up there in age. He's pocket passer. The way this Winnipeg defense goes, it's gonna be a long night in Saskatchewan. The Bombers are 26-1 the last 27 meetings versus Saskatchewan. Lay the points with the Blue Bombers tonight. I think they win by 10+.
All right, big point, 10+ there here from Rod. Of course, Saturday, Edmonton and BC. We got Hamilton, Toronto, and then of course Winnipeg and Saskatchewan there from Rod Zawacki there with those bonus plays. Greatly appreciated. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. Do you have any other more peripherals for us?
More peripherals? Take the Elks against BC on Saturday, because last season, the Elks on the road, you're going to get over a touchdown. You're going to get at least +7. You might even want to wait a little bit by the time tomorrow rolls around. That might be a +8, +9. BC does look at that good, but favored by more than a touchdown? No. The Elks keep it within a touchdown on the road. Take the points with the Elks on the road. That was money for the last 2 seasons. Elks at home, they're fade. On the road, take the points. They're getting way too many points on the road.
There you go. They're from Rod Zawacki. I'm gonna throw him a curveball this year. Are you going to be catching the U.S. Open? Are you a golf guy?
I'm a golf guy, and I would still stick with Xander. I like Xander. I think he's the way he played that first round. I think he continues and he doesn't let off. I didn't catch who's still leading today. And yesterday after there were 2 guys with -8 set records. Ricky Fowler. Fowler's going to drop off like he always does. I don't know how many times I've seen him be right there in contention, and then Sunday rolls around and he drops off the board. I don't see it doing it. I'm going to go with Xander Schauffele to continue rolling right along. Look great. He's rolling around here.
Yep, but people saying the course is too easy. The course they're playing on.
It is. We're getting like crazy scoring. Like the scoring amounts are like way up.
Like Hawaii, it's one of those winter tournaments and turn of the year in Hawaii. The way it's going.
The way it's going at one of them first early birds tournaments where you see the winner gets to minus 32 or something crazy, right? This course is way too easy. It's too easy for a U.S. Open course. Definitely not your typical U.S. Open where the winner is. I've seen U.S. Opens where it's so windy and the winner doesn't even break par.
Yeah, I know.
So, this is definitely a way too easy U.S. Open course. Way too.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, Rod. Of course, are you keeping an eye on any of the football, NFL, any teams on your radar, or is it just too early?
I just started doing some digging and diving into the NFL, but you're gonna get to see the same names. You're gonna see the same. Kansas City is gonna be right there. I'm gonna keep fading. I'm gonna fade the Saints a lot this year. I'm not a Carr guy, so I'm gonna fade Carr. I did last season, and he made me some money. I think I'm gonna do it again, and I think he makes me some money. Even as him, I don't think he's gonna have all the pressure on his shoulders there in New Orleans, but I've seen him make mistake after mistake, so I'm going to bet against him.
Of course, the big story is Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. How much of a difference does he make over there with the Jets?
Just what we didn't need in the in the AFC East there with having the Dolphins needed to be fighting Aaron Rodgers now, right? Yes, we're looking like we were going to have a chance as a Dolphins fan, and now we got to beat Aaron Rodgers too. And I know the Jets have beat us a few times. It's just one of those rivalries, and now we have to deal with another hot team in that division. Look at you got Miami in that division. Buffalo is going to make some noise, and now the Jets are going to make some noise. That's a tough division. Miami in a tough division.
Yeah, it's a tough one, no doubt about that. All right, Rod, appreciate all your work here, all your help here today with this Peripheral Sports chat room. Also appreciating a lot of great comments there. Our man Mike Davis says Scotty Scheffler there tonight as well. And, of course, D. Mills in there, don't say about Fowler. Got plus 5,000 with him. Wow, someone here trying to get Fowler home. We'll see how that rolls.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh. We'll see how that one goes tonight.
He's a choke artist. He's a choke artist. I don't see it. I'm sorry, Mills, but I've seen him choke too many times. Yikes.
Yep. Well, let's see. He got at the right price. That looks that way. So we'll see.
Maybe you got him this time. Maybe you got him this time.
Maybe we'll see. Got him at the right price. That might be the timing there.
Yeah, you got him at the right price. Definitely, he was worth the price.
There you go. All right, Rod. Thanks a lot for everything. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week.
You as well, Tony. Thanks for having me. Appreciate everybody. Hit that thumbs up. Costs you nothing. Helps us out immensely. See everybody tomorrow morning. I'll see you Monday, Tony. Good luck with all your bets this weekend.
You as well. Monday here on the Drive-Thru. Catch some of the morning shows here Saturday and Sunday. Rod Zawacki here on the Drive-Thru. Guys, you miss a pick. We're going to recap at the end of the show. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. Up next, well, it's time for my pick. And let's see, did I get my card ready for this game? Let's see. If not, I'll just change it here as we go. Yes, we are looking here at Marlins and Nationals today. I lost a half a run in this one, so it's all right. It's all right. Let me check the lines here from other books. This is the sharpest book in the world, showing this 8, and this is where I'm going to be on this one here. It looks like I'm going to be on the under in this one. Under no longer 8.5. It was about an hour ago when I saw the 8.5 when we're putting the graphics together. It's now under 8 here with this Marlins and Nationals game, and of course. Verify the pitching matchups. I'm pretty sure it hasn't changed since the line still sits here at 8. We were expecting Alcantara and Trevor Williams. There is a chance of rain, I should say, 64% chance there. Don't know if it'll impact the whether or not the game gets in though. But Alcantara and Williams will go head to head here. Alcantara though is with a high ERA, but the WHIP is just 1.18, so he does limit his base runners. Limits the walks as well. Still gets the ground balls at 47%. Limits the home run damage. Trevor Williams, a WHIP of 1.36, 18% strikeout pitcher. Nationals, we know, have lost 8 of 9 as they close out the road series at Houston with run production an issue. They did get that final game, though, in that series. Alcantara, though, is 23-11 to the under with pitching on 5 to 6 days rest. He has that extra day's rest because he last pitched on June 10th. Williams 12-2 the under as a home dog of plus 125 or greater, which he is today. Both offenses really struggled over the past 7, so we're going to go under here. Marlins and Nationals under 8.5. And we got the benefit of the line. Remember, yesterday I had the White Sox Dodgers over 9, and then we had a move on all the books as we got to the show at 8.5. So we got lucky there. But here we're giving up a half run here. But we'll go ahead and go under here with this Marlins Nationals. If you want to wait it out, see if you can get that 8.5, why not? But you don't have much time because this game starts here top of the hour. All right, guys, check out Pick Dog Stream for tonight's action. I've got plays up there for you right now. 4 premium plays. I have my best bet on the board right now. Also a 3-pack from Major League Baseball. So go ahead and get on board with that. And of course, you can use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Or go with me for the long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period to select. When you go to my Handicapper page, make that purchase. And remember that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Also, remember, you can always add a second capper with that, 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's take a peek at some of the scores. There's just one game in progress here. Well, I'm sorry, one game that completed earlier, and we will get to it here. Second here, Cubs and Orioles. We talked about earlier. 10-3, the Cubs with the victory. They closed as minus 129 favorites. Total goes over total of 8.5 runs. And of course, that's the only game here for the afternoon, as the rest of the games are starting at 7 Eastern time and later. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's get to the recap. All right, short field today. A lot of the cappers on vacation. Brian Biller on the beach. Jay's out of town. Who else was out of town? James Clark was still underground when he contacted me. Mills was able to pitch in today. Appreciate Mills' contributions. All right, Al Nino's got us started. Brewers minus 114 against the Pirates. Mills was on the Dodgers minus 134 against the Giants. Brad Yankees plus 112 on the Red Sox. Broad on the Cardinals minus 112 against the Mets. And I will be on Marlins Nationals under total of 8 now, not 8.5. It's 8 pretty much all over the place there on the board. All right, appreciate everybody in the chat room today. Nick went to a ball game. That's right, forgot about that. Nick out in Phoenix probably went to go see the Diamondbacks tonight in action. He was another one who was a late scratch today on the show. Of course, you can catch his against Cleveland. Zach Gallen on the mound, so I can't fault him too much. Tristan McKenzie and Zach Gallen going head to head. I would say probably not going to see a whole lot of runs out there. So keep your glove at home. Keep your glove at home because I like McKenzie and I like Gallen. Gallen's been solid at home, but we see Arizona minus 140. Total sits here at 8 runs, and he did pick a good one to see. I can't fault him there. But you still had some time. You still had some time to get to the ballpark, my man. Let's see. This game starts at 9:40 Eastern. You still had 2.5 hours to get to the game. But anyway, it's all right. Just messing with you. Because I know Macon's probably listening on his phone. All right. That's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you tune in again Monday here at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Play. So we'll go with the plays for you in real time here on the show. Don't forget to always get started every single day here at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show this weekend. Remember, Mitch a little bit of a vacation on the weekends. He deserves it. He's built a good team around him so he can take some time off when he needs to. We got Chris and Jay will be in the host chair Saturday and Sunday with that morning show, and a lot of the cappers here from the drive-thru will be joining them, giving out picks there for you for the weekend cover. So make sure you tune in for that. Don't forget all the video series here. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Betting Tools shows his Nerfies, Yerfies. We also have Ron Romanelli with his Major League Baseball rundown, as well as Nick Mencken with his Nerfies, Yerfies. We got Mills with his prop video picks for you. Mike Davis, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows as well. And of course, he's got his live shows. And of course, he does give out the prize picks as well as the first 5 innings from baseball. Of course, Chris now with his home run prop video. Check those out as well if you would. And of course, we also want to make note here of Mills and Brad with their UFC show. That will air following the morning show Saturday. So make note of that. Brad and Mills UFC show will air following the morning show on Saturday. Get those picks in real time. Get the best numbers if you would. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Let's bring in our crew from today. We're going to bring them in right now. I'm going to wave goodbye, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.